Hi guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome to my channel. Welcome you guys to my channel tonight. I was recently tagged actually by two people. I was tagged by Ashley from Ashley's Coloring Journey and Nikki from Nikki and Niagara to complete the tag of the 10 books I would like to complete tag. I know there's a better way to say that, but basically it's the tag was for 10 books you would like to complete in 2021, I believe. For me, it is very difficult to complete a book, and so these are just ideas or goals that books that I would like to complete in general, because I don't want to add too much pressure on myself to make me feel like I need to complete them next year, but I would like to complete them. And I will put in the description who originated this tag. I remember who it is, and I'm subscribed to her, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But I will put her down, and then Ashley's channel and Nikki's channel as well. So they will be in the description box, plus all of the books that I'm going to show you. I will put them in the description box and links to those books if you are interested in those books. And I will get started to show you the 10 books that I chose. So the first book might not be able to find very easily, but I'll put the Etsy link. So this is Fairy Miracles, and mine is not in English, but this is by Klara Markova, and you can get it on Klara Markova's Etsy store, I believe. And the reason why I chose this one to complete is because I've already done some, and last month I decided that I'm just going to start from the front and just go in order. And I'm going to kind of show you some of the stuff that I've done in here. So, looks like I on there. So I did this first page. I've done this page. So far I've been doing pretty well at doing them. I haven't done this one, so that's my next. But I have done other pages in here, like hit and miss. Like I did this one. That was a challenge with from Jackie's group, and I did that one. So I've done some in here. And I want to say I had a whip, but yeah, so I've done some in here. I would like to complete this book, so I can say I have a completed Klara Markova book, and I will have it done in my collection. So moving on to the next one. The next one is Dream Reis by Maria Trolle. I have not colored anything in this book yet. I think it's gorgeous. I'm a little bit intimidated because it was so hard to find. This one I may not be able to link in the description unless I can find it on Etsy, because it is really hard to track down. But this is one of those I know I won't complete in 2021, but I would love to have it completed, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to kind of show you pictures in it. I like this one a lot because not only does it have florals, but it has this girl in it. And it's kind of like a story. And there's a lot of one-sided images in here too, which is nice, so that if I want to use my markers, I could. My alcohol markers. The next book that I decided to choose is this one, Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book. So this is a fantasy art adventure. This is her first volume, and I've had it for a little while. I did start a whip in here. This is a very nice coloring book. I'm not super intimidated. I just haven't done much. I started her, but didn't get very far. I'm getting better at coloring my people, so I think this will be a fun one to do, because the main focus is on the actual character, not so much a background, and I struggle sometimes with my backgrounds. So that is this one, Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book. The next one was actually shown, I think Ashley showed it and Nikki both showed it on their channels, and I want to finish it too. So this is the book. It is Johanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, Magical Tale to Color, and it is a pretty thick book. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think, honestly, I can finish something of this magnitude in a year, but it's a good goal to reach for. And like, I have kind of colored this. This is my daughter's name. I thought I would pass it down to her, just like Ashley's doing with her daughter. We just thought that would be a really fun idea. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and this is thicker paper, so I do think it would take water media pretty well. And I did start one in the back right here a while ago. I just never finished it, but that's all I've done in here. So yeah, I would like to try to do this one, and I've actually seen this cover colored by Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven, and she did a beautiful job. So maybe I'll attempt to color the front of mine, but I don't know. We'll see. The next book that I chose is this one. It's Mouse Guard coloring book, and this is by David Petersen. And this one you don't see too often, but it's a fabulous book with great paper. Here's the back. Looks like my daughter must have took a pencil to there or something. It's fine. But it's like really dark, sketchy style. The paper is fabulous for like watercolor. So I'm planning on using like watercolors and ink tints in this book, because it can take it, and there's a lot of ground to cover. I have colored one in here. I colored this one, and I used ink tints pencils and shaded a little bit with my Prismacolors. But yeah, it came together really quickly, so just goes to show you can color something that seems really scary fairly quickly with like watercolor and ink tints. Yeah, so I have this one on as one I would like to complete. It is an undertaking, but it would be one I would like to finish. And the next one I have not colored in at all. It is The Ink House by Rory Dobner, and this is a hardback book. It's not too incredibly thick, but yeah, I think that this would be a really fun book to do, because it's like a storybook, and you have the images and words. It's not like, there's not like too much coloring. Like this has a lot going on, but like this isn't too bad. And this, you can make it really detailed. I've seen some pretty amazing stuff with this page, or you can make it as simple as you want. And like this, there's not much to it. There's like a butterfly and a little crab. So some of them are far worse in detail than others. And I've seen Zucchini Kitty, I want to say she's almost done with this book, or maybe she is done with this book, use her distress inks in this book. and she has done amazing things. And this is like one of her favorite books. So I would like to attempt this book if I could. The next ones, the next 4 are definitely ones I think I can finish next year. So the first one is this one, and it's Coloring Kawaii, and it's Mandala Magic Volume 1. I believe this title is different now. It's found on Etsy. I think the title is called Yippee Kawaii or Kawaii or something. I know I said that wrong. It was like Yippee Kawaii Mandalas or something. I don't know the new title. I apologize. But it's by Dani, Banani, Unusual Suspects. And I have completed quite a few in here. I just would want to finish it up. And this paper is really great. Like I did this breakfast one. And when I say complete a book, I mean from cover to cover. So I would color these, the color test page, and might color these little elements on this. And I would definitely color this little penguin. And basically all these images. These images actually go by really fast for me. I've colored, I think I've colored 7 in here. So I don't think I would have a problem finishing this book. And next year she's going to come out with a second volume, so I am looking forward to that. The next one I would choose is this one. I decided to choose this one because if I'm really stressed out, I can color this one. It's a 22 color palette, World of My Stained Glass Color by Number by Sunlife Drawing. And this is so far my most favorite of the Sunlife Drawing books. I have the fairies one and I have the witches one, but I still like this one the most. And I do have the Christmas one too. I just, for some reason, like this one. There is the color palette on the back. And like I said about the other book, what I consider finishing this book is completing it cover to cover. So to do the bonus pages in the back, which I've already done a couple. So I would do every single one of these pages. And as you can see, I've done some. So it won't be too bad. I've used water-based markers, alcohol markers. I mean, this page, I guess I could because there's numbers on it. I could color that one. This one might be a little more difficult. Might just color the little spots and then black out, or maybe even color the silhouette of what's behind it with a color or something, just so that I feel like I have completed something cover to cover. The next book was also on Nikki and Niagara's channel, and you've probably seen this everywhere because a lot of people are into this book. And this one I will not be able to link because Jade Summer does not have it available anymore. You can buy book 1 and you can buy book 2 separately, or you can buy their new 4-in-1 that has book 1, 2, horror, and Christmas. So if you haven't tried any of these, I would suggest getting the 4-in-1. But if you already own like this book, maybe just getting the copy of the horror and the copy of the Christmas if you're into that. But I would like to complete this book. And there's quite a few pages in here. I have done some, but I haven't completed the book. I don't think it would be too hard to complete the book. I can usually get 2 of these done a day if I'm up for it. I know that Crafting with Christy just completed this book. It's a lot of pages. But yeah, I think I could do it if I just keep it on my desk and have it as an easy pull. And then the last book I kind of had been showing in my completed pages recently. I purchased this book on Amazon, and it's called Coloring Book for Girls Fashion. I don't know who it's by, guys. But this book I am doing front to back. It is a big book. There's over 300 pages in this book. And I figured I could probably color one or two of these girls fairly easy in a night, because these images, they're very simple. Like, I started this one, I put October 22nd, 2020. And then I just started going. So I kind of made her look like Snow White, made her look kind of like Cinderella, basically Disney bound these two characters. This one I just did for fun the way I wanted to do it. I did this one last month, I think. So I'm on this girl. As you can see, there's quite a bit, but they're not hard images. You can easily complete them pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that by December of next year, I will be able to show you guys a full flip of this book, and it will be like an epic flip because there is a lot of pages, and it'll probably be one of those things that I record as normal speed, then bump it up to ×2 just so that you guys can see it quicker than I can flip. So we'll see. But these are the books that I chose. So we have Coloring Book for Girls Fashion, Chibi Girls Greyscale, 2 books in 1 by Jade, World of Mice, Stained Glass Color by Number by Sunlife Drawing, Coloring Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 1 by Dani Banani, The Ink House by Rory Dobner, Mouse Guard by David Petersen, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford, The Fantasy Art Adventure by Coloring Book by Jasmine, Beckett, Griffith, Droom Reis by Maria Trolle, and Fairy Miracles. So, Fairy Miracles by Klara Markova. So that is my stack. And I'll probably have to write it all down, because most likely they'll end up back on the shelf, and then I will have to look at it and go, okay, I wanted to do this, I want to do this. But I might actually change it as the year goes on. Just depends what kind of roll with the punches I go through for 2021. So I am not sure who has been tagged for this and who has not been tagged, but I would like to tag Dani Buttons, and I would like to tag Shaina in Colorland if you guys have not been tagged, and I would like to tag Sassy Colouring and Sweet Gemini. You have been tagged to do this video. And anyone else that has a channel that has the opportunity and time to do this tag, feel free to do this tag. We love to see what books you would like to complete in the 2021 year, or just books that you would have this goal to complete in general. It's just kind of fun to see what people like to choose. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening or day or morning, and I will see you guys next video. Thank you for watching, and happy coloring, everyone. Goodbye.